Good afternoon, guys. This is Terry with Genki Gaming, and we are back with yet again another One Piece theory. This theory is just something I was really thinking about the other day. I was looking at the Buggy Alvida Alliance, or whatever you want to consider, has happened with Buggy's crew since the whole time skip and the whole crew was looking for Buggy and they were going to save him from Impel Down, but Alvida talked them out of it. I'm sure the crew has been training since then under Alvida's guidance and instruction. So today's focus is going to be on Mohji and Richie. I'll start out with Richie. He is a Type C creature, a big savage, according to the wiki, and he can be both goofy at times or vicious. His eye color does change from white to red, basically from goofy to vicious. He loves food. He can easily be bribed by food. And their first appearance was during I believe, the Orangetown arc, and they were basically a secondary threat, with Buggy being a primary threat. Luffy had to fight both Richie and Mohji. And the thing here, Moji's hairstyle has changed several times throughout the series. First time he was just like a teddy bearish thing, and then he changed it again. I don't know what the second change was, but I know the third change was kind of like to a lion. And the fourth change was to a panda. But we'll stick with Richie. But with Richie being basically a big savage, which for me that comes across the line as being a feral creature, though he is under Mohji's control kind of, due to Mohji being a beastmaster. What I'm trying to say is they both tried to basically take out Luffy during the arc, and then both of them failed. Buggy failed, as we know. But I would think, as a great pirate crew like the Buggy Pirates, they would have kept training. They failed again in Logtown, and they're still looking for Captain John's treasure, as far as we have been notified by Oda via the manga. But now I'm going to talk about him post-time skip. He is becoming a lot fatter. From the picture I have here on the screen, he's kind of dressed up in circus clothes. He's gotten a little bit tubbier. Same thing for Mohji, who claims to be a beastmaster, and he wasn't even able to tame the dog Chow Chow or Cho Cho. And with that in mind, what I'm thinking has occurred for both Mohji and Richie is that they have both gained the ability of Life Return. And basically what Life Return is it's a special ability that was demonstrated by Kumadora and Rob Lucci during the Ennis Lobby arc. Life Return, basically you can control the user controls their bodily functions. Kumadora showed this off by both controlling his hair to do attacks, but also by eating a lot of the food within the giant refrigerator in his lobby and digesting all the food and most of his body fat, turning him super skinny, basically absorbing all the nutrition and returning him back to his original size. So that's one way it can be done, or it could be done like how Rob Lucci utilized it, which he did it while he was in his half-leopard form to make his form smaller and more maneuverable. And the ability that Kumadori did was called Shoka Kyushu, Digestion Absorption. It's basically you take all of the good part out of the food, all of the calories, and use that as strength. At least that's what I think is going on with it. But it basically allows you to manipulate your body And Rob Lucci also used it with the ability Life Return Paper Art Fight. At least that was what the translation was that made him lighter. What I'm basically trying to get to the point of is both both Mohji and Richie picked up this ability, and the reason why they're both seem fatter is because they're basically calorie loading themselves so that whenever they need to fight someone, they can just use Life Return and absorb all the nutrition, and they would be able to fight with their opponents at a higher level. I mean, there's other abilities that we've seen that have used it, or other people. Like, some people speculate that Speed Jiro is a Life Return user, because we've seen him look kind of plump. And then the next time we saw him, he was skinnier. And we think that Boa's sisters can do it since they're manipulating their hair. Because basically, with Life Return, you can manipulate any part of your body. It's kind of interesting how in depth it gets. Because I can imagine basically mastering armament hockey and turning Richie's mane and teeth and claws into armament hockey, and having the claws grow out even larger so that he can maim and claw people, basically be more offensive. But for Mohji, he is the first mate of the Buggy Pirates, so you would have to figure he has gotten a lot stronger, even with Alvida and Mr. 3 there. He was basically the rival of Kabaji, who we can speculate has armament hockey. What my guess is that Mohji has gained observation hockey, especially with him being a Beastmaster. And I think all the hairstyle changes has inferred that he has gained different types of beasts that he is in control of. Wouldn't it be really awesome to see Mohji actually being relatively strong? I know a lot of people don't like him. I'm not his biggest fan either, but his type of combat with being a Beastmaster is pretty brilliant. Because that's what I originally thought Kaido might be. Because 100 Beast Kaido sounds like he controls hundreds of beasts. But what I think we'll see when we see Buggy's crew in the future is that Mohji is going to be significantly stronger. He's not going to be a pushover anymore. And that when he fights with Sanji, that he won't be just pwned completely within a minute or two, that he'll actually be somewhat of a threat to him, especially factoring in his Beastmaster abilities and whatever other animals he has under his control now. So, just to sum things up, Mohji, in my theory, Mohji gained observation hockey and Richie gained armament hockey. And they both gained the ability of Life Returned, and Mohji's abilities as a Beastmaster have matured into making him kind of a little bit more dangerous than what he has been in the past. I want to thank you guys for listening to the theory. If you guys want me to do other members of the Buggy Alliance, I would be happy to. But I think my next theory is going to be the DeClavin brothers, since I really think they are pretty interesting. So, I've been Terry with Genki Gaming. You guys have a nice rest of your day, evening, morning, weekend, week, day. You guys just have a good one.